Puyallup, or I don't even know how they say it, but we are at the South Hill Mall here in Tacoma, Seattle area. Looks like it might be a shitter of a mall. We'll find out. I should have walked. It was so close from my hotel. I obviously had to come here and check it out. Got the 26-footer today, so not gonna really spend a bunch of time. Although I kind of did want to see the front though. Let's see if I can find a main entrance here. Like always, I didn't do any research on this mall, so I have no idea what I'm really getting into here. It just stopped raining, which is good. Got a round one at Macy's. Not really seeing a main entrance area. Let's go around. JCPenney, there's the JCPenney. Let's see an official mall entrance. South Hill Mall here in Tacoma. Or Puyallup, or whatever they call it. I don't know how they say it. Puyallup? I don't know. Let's see if we can find the main entrance here somewhere. Surrounded by your normal goy slop restaurants. Looks like a main entrance over here. No, it's a Golden Corral. They've got a Target here at this mall. Okay, here's the main entrance. I'm gonna go this way. Made it to the South Hill Mall only by virtue of the fact that it was right near my hotel. Looks like the Sears is gone, but all the other anchors apparently remain. So let's go check it out. I'm glad it stopped raining. Looks like an older mall that's evolved with the times. JCPenney in the red font there. Never seen that before. And the quick little Google pull up I did on this mall, looked like this is an area where they like to shoot people. Good thing I came in the daytime. All right. Welcome back to another edition of Mall Walking. Welcome to another edition of Mall Walking. Here in the southern Seattle-Tacoma area, I think it's called Puyallup. They got some construction going on there. Horrible, of course. All right, so we're at the South Hill Mall here in southern Seattle. We'll see what we got in store here. Thanks for the fucking noise at the South Hill Mall. Cryptic Cove. What could that be about? All right, here we go. Oh, I like it so far. Here's what we're working with. We got a cinema, a Target. We got screaming kids in construction. Oh my God. Put a fucking lid on it. There was nothing but screaming kids in the parking lot, too. You know, you're in a high-class area when you got a Golden Corral. And screaming kids. All right, guys. Welcome. All right. This almost seems like an outlet mall. It feels like an outlet mall. All right. Well, that's why you got screaming kids there. So, here we go. Let's see what kind of good stuff they got here. Someone's murdering a child, yeah, apparently. And guys, I'm sorry I haven't been keeping up with the uploads on YouTube. I'm going to get back on, and I've been just so busy. But I don't plan on, I plan on posting every mall walk I've done officially on these tours. No wonder. Super jump party zone. No wonder this mall is just full of screaming brats. I'm all about corporal punishment. Slap that kid in the face. I got paddles, sticks, even fists as a kid, and I deserved the fists. When I got the fists, I deserved it. All right, so this mall is kind of lame, which is what I expected. You got the fucking super jump party zone there. Don't want to film the kids, so we're not going to keep the camera pointed there. TD&B. Float, you are blessed. You are enlightened. Oh my God, dude. This is Screaming Kid City. Now, if you remember last time we were in the Seattle area, we went to a nice mall. This mall's under construction, and there's fucking screaming kids everywhere. I want to kick them in the head. Nothing I can't stand more than a screaming kid. And I'll tell you what, that screaming kid means you're a shitty parent because they have no respect. Knock the teeth out of the kid's mouth. And I'm not talking about abusing kids. I'm talking about what used to be considered normal corporal punishment. Man, I don't even want to be here with my fucking phone. All these kids, people looking at me weird. I don't want to put your fucking brats on my camera. Don't worry. Imagine working at the Super Jump. Yeah. Imagine all that screaming. Exactly. Ay, 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 oy vey. That's the wrong side of the mall there. Oh my God. There's another one. Wiggle Works. This is the Screaming Kids Mall. Oh my God. Seattle's finest in front of me here. All right, okay. I don't think this is going to be a long mall walk. This mall has like a half. It has like a flea market feel. I don't know what it is. Like there's no music playing or something. I don't know. There's something missing about a mall that you normally have that it doesn't have here. And just kids everywhere. I mean, just kids everywhere in this mall. Attic Salt. Attic Salt. Anyway, if you're just joining us, I'm in southern Seattle-Tacoma area. Oh, we'll go this way. I'm looking for the food court. I'm going to get something to eat here in a minute. Kids Karate. This is the teenage and little kid mall, if I've ever seen one. Here's Cryptic Cove. There's a lot of teenagers here too. Everybody's looking at me funny. I mean, I've never seen more brats in my life. And again, I don't hate kids or anything, but man, if your kid's screaming, you're not doing the right amount of discipline. I'm not going in there. It's like new age stuff with like kids with women's dresses. Not interested. Let me just sit down for a minute. This looks like a pretty chill space. Oh, look at this. Alright, I just want to check some comments and get away from the screaming kids. I should have walked here instead of drove. Alright, let me sit down for a minute. Look at the comments. Can definitely score drugs at that mall. Yeah, 9 hours of kids screaming daily. I'm just going to sit here for a minute and catch my breath. Whew. I basically just got off the airplane. I flew in here today. I've only been in town about an hour. Just enough to throw my shit down in the hotel room. And I wanted to get here and film this mall. And then go back to my room and chill. Alright, everybody's being a fucking asshole here. Oh boy. Alright, that's like an entrance area there. Oh, this is just like kids hanging out after school. And then their parents with the little kids. Holy shit, the people here, dude. This is one of the weirdest malls I've ever been to. It doesn't have a mall feel. I don't know what it is. I need to be heading towards the food court. I feel like at night you'd get jumped by a gang in here. That's the feeling. You definitely would get jumped by a gang in the parking lot here at night. Gentelli's Pass. And I'll tell you what, this is the most unfashionable place I've ever seen in my life. The people here dress worse than me. They dress like Kurt Cobain wiggers. I don't know how to put it. Blue-haired Kurt Cobain wiggers. and even if they're black, I'm still going to call them a wigger because somebody tried to call me. There's an unsettling, like, quietness to this mall. The way that the sound echoes through the hall, and like I said, there's no, like, muzak. And then everybody, I mean, I've never seen a worse dressed town than Tacoma. This place has no identity. It is just an amalgam of shit. And it's a lot of mix, probably a lot of mud sharks here. I'm just guessing. I better be quiet though. The sound travels pretty good in this mall. You'll hear my racial stuff pretty easy here. It's a weird layout too. It's not an intuitive layout. And of course, all malls these days, the ones that are struggling, this is probably where the Sears was, the round one. I'm not going in round one because it's offensive to my soul. But yeah, guys, I'm still out here. I'm still traveling. If you catch me from time to time, if it's a new mall, if it's a new area, if I got time, I'll go walk it. I'm still out here mall walking in all the places across the wonderful United States of America. But yeah, I'm not going in here though. It's overwhelmingly offensive to my soul. I'm gonna go check out the food court though. So there's round one. Oh boy. If you're just joining us, we're at the South Hill Mall in Puyallup or whatever. I don't even know how to say the name of the place. Tacoma, Seattle area. South Hill Mall. But yeah, I'm about 5 or 6 malls behind on YouTube to posting them. And that's because I edit them a little bit. I add a little bit of flavor to it. I add an intro, put some music on that. But you got to discipline your kid, though. Mall walking. This is the true face of Seattle. Not that other mall I went to earlier in the year. Last time I was here was the end of October. I didn't see any weed shops, but there is a collector's sports stuff hub. I've talked about this before. Nothing you collect these days will ever be collectible. It's always the things that nobody wants, nobody keeps, or they're made so few of. Nobody wants these mass-produced things. They're not going to be worth anything. Even mint in package, none of this stuff's going to be worth anything. Something's only worth what you're willing to pay for it to begin with. Ooh, psychic. Maybe we should get a tarot reading. Maybe I should get a tarot reading in there. Nah. Save my money. I'm going to start doing a little TV show. I made a few characters. One of them is like an Anon, like a Guy Fawkes mask, anonymous type guy. Another one's like a spiritual guru buddy. Another one is like a mobster. So I'm working on it. I've been busy. I'm still working. I've got like 5 videos I've been editing. See, I usually work about 4 or 5 things at a time. That way, a lot of times you'll see releases from me, and they're all like 5 or 6 things at the same time. I don't know why I can't do one at a time. Also, I don't have anybody paying me, and I have no deadlines, so I think that's part of it too. But anyway, this is just me catching up. This mall sucks right now. It's full of little kids and teenagers, and all the people here dress like they're in and they're going to bed. It's a mix between like wigger, grunge, and like comfortable bedwear. That's how they rock it here in Seattle, in this area at least, in Tacoma, and in Puyallup, Polygon. I don't know what it's called. But here I am, still making my way. I need to find the food court. There's a gang right there. There's a lot of kids here that shouldn't be walking around alone. They look like they're probably underage. And I'm talking like 13, 12. Not even like real teenagers. I gotta get out of this like traffic jam I'm in here. Anyway, what's the comment saying? What's the problem with comfy bedwear? Nothing. There's nothing wrong with bedwear. I'm just saying there's a flavor and a general sense here of everywhere I go. I'm like, what's the flavor? Like, look at this guy. He's like in bedwear, which again I don't mind. Well, don't come to this mall. There's literally nothing special here. It's all the same stores that you see at every other mall. Hot Topic, Spencer's, GNC, Foot Locker. Everybody here is tiny too. And that's the thing. I don't know if these people in front of me are 12 or they're Oompa Loompas. I don't know. I'm also 6'5". Everybody here is fucking tiny. I mean, look at this like wall of people I have to try to fucking get around. I gotta get away from this shit, bro. This is like, look at this Oompa Loompa in front of me. wanna just kick it like a football. If I had kids, it would be the most disciplined, good kids you'd ever encounter. There would be no screaming. There would be no random screaming. God damn, get out of my way. I think the people around here are just retarded. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. The weather. Look at this fucking Royal Pizza. You don't even get the Sbarros here. You got Royal Pizza, Okie Dokie Grill, Okie Japan. I gotta get the fuck out of here. Everybody's looking at me like I'm a goddamn alien that just fucking landed here. It also doesn't help that I'm 6'5" walking around, pointing the camera everywhere. Well, I thought I was gonna eat here, but I don't see anything that doesn't fucking suck, so I'm not gonna eat here. Tortillas locas. I mean, everybody here, everybody's looking at me weird, and guys look like they want to attack me. All right, this is a quick mall walk. That sucked. I'm gonna have to get something somewhere else. Cinnabon. Who in the hell would ever want to live in Seattle? I'm sorry. No offense if you're watching this and you're from this place, you're from this area, you go to this mall. It sucks. I'm sorry. Live somewhere else. I would kill myself if I lived here, honestly. I don't think I could take more than a week here. Although I would win the fucking contest of life if I stayed. I have not seen one attractive man or woman in here at all. It's the same thing from the place I'm living now. There's like zero attractive people in Wisconsin. Unless you go into the cities. I'm talking guys too, and I'm not fucking gay when I say that. I'm not a faggot. I can look at a guy and say, he's got symmetrical face, he's in shape, he knows how to wear a fucking outfit. That's an okay looking dude. No homo at all. I love women. I would win the fucking award here. And I'm not that great looking. The 6'5" goes a long way though. I'm not going in Target. Forget about it. I think I'm going to get out of here. Welcome. I don't know what's going on in this mall. It's like gangs of retards. I hate that I live in a world that people get offended by words. Like I'm surprised, honestly, in some of my other mall walking videos where I talk shit, that nobody leaves any comments on YouTube that are like, you know, nasty or offensive or negative or you know, shooting me down. This is the security guy in front of me. He don't give a fuck. No fucks given. That was a big disappointment. That food court was a big disappointment. Well, these little malls, though, these little shitty malls, they're quick mall walks. You know, there's not 3 stories of stores. What are the comments saying? They're zombified for the pharmaceuticals and the runoff. You're probably right. Ay. You know, this is not an abandoned mall or a dying mall. For a Monday, this mall is pretty busy, actually. It's like scary busy in a weird way. Where it's like, there's an unsettling like energy here. Where it feels like a flea market, but it's obviously a mall. But it's got flea market like discount, like outlet shopping mall energy. You know, it's not a Simon Mall. Say what you will about Simon Malls, but they got it together when it comes to the mall experience. But I'll give this mall props, though. It's pretty well maintained. It looks clean. I don't feel gross in here. I can't afford any pop culture stuff right now. I can't afford any strawberry shortcake merch. Sonic the Hedgehog merch. I mean, like, every guy here is like a little turd too. Like, there's nobody here above 6 foot. I'm the only guy above 6 foot I've seen. I'm literally telling the truth. I'm the only man I've seen over 6 foot since I've been here. I'm 6'5". I can tell when somebody's 6 foot or or whatever height they are, because they're shorter than me. No, she wasn't that bad. That was like the first halfway decent looking person. That isn't just like a little troll person. All right, guys. Well, I'm finding my way out of here. The deities just kicked in. I can't take this mall. Between the little Oompa Loompa gangs and the kids and the unaccompanied teenagers, I gotta get out of here. Do not come to this mall. It's just like every other mall in the world in terms of the stores, but just, I don't know, the vibe is just weird here. I wouldn't come here at night. Let me just put it to you that way. I wouldn't feel safe here at night alone. I wouldn't do this at night alone. Walking around filming people. It's just not worth it. And here's where all the fucking kids were screaming at the beginning. I think that's it, guys. I think that's all she wrote for this mall here. I'm gonna sit down for a minute. Maybe field some questions, comments. Or maybe I should go eat at the Golden Corral. Oy vey. Get some food somewhere else. That's what I'm doing. The South Hill Mall. Not the worst mall I've been to, but it's right there. It's not abandoned and it's well maintained. But it's bad when I want to spend no time in there. When I want to just leave. Thank you, South Hill Mall. I don't know. Between the shit people, the teenagers, the unaccompanied teenagers, boys and girls, and then the little kids screaming and yelling all over the place, and the construction, that's all she wrote for the South Hill Mall. That might have been quicker than the one I did in San Diego. You see the yellow Penske truck over there? That's me. It was raining. All right, let's flip it. There he is. What's going on? Yep. I don't know who'd want to live in Seattle. See, I wouldn't want to come here at night because of that kind of stuff. Not that I couldn't whip those 3 kids' ass, but still, more than one. Who knows what the other 2 are doing when you're taking the one down. But I definitely wouldn't come here at night. Those kids probably would have snatched my phone. Generally, I can never do malls because of this vibe specifically. Yeah, that was one of the, in terms of the clientele, that was one of the worst mall walkings I've had. It just had an energy where I don't want to be there. I don't like screaming kids. I'm not a fan of kids in general. I don't want to watch anybody's kids. I don't want nothing to do with. I don't want to be responsible for kids. All you need some kid is to lie about something, and then you're really up shit's creek with a kid, in terms of like they abused me or sex stuff or lying about something. You said this or you did that. I don't trust kids. Like kids will lie to get their parents in trouble. You don't think they're going to do that to a stranger? I don't want nothing to do with nobody's kids, ever. I don't want to watch kids. I want nothing to do with kids. I don't mind them. I think they're all right. I just want nothing to do with them. I don't want responsibility. Thank you. Have a good trip. Thanks. I'm going to head back to my hotel, I guess. That was, I'm glad I checked it out. South Hill Mall. Another mall off the list. This mall will probably be around for a few years. It seems like this is one of those kind of malls where, sorry about that, some asshole keeps trying to call me from Miami. I don't know who it is. Some 305 number. Fuck off. That's why we keep dropping the thing. Is somebody keeps trying to call me. Well, anyway, let's get one last look at this area. Typical Seattle day. Wet, cold. It's not cold for me anymore. Living in Wisconsin and all that area, when you hit negative 30, 40 degrees Fahrenheit feels warm. This feels warm out here to me. South Hill Mall. If you like kids, boy, do I got a mall for you. Just brats, man. Nothing worse than like poor people kids. Those are the worst kids because they're trashy, they're fucking bratty, they mouth off. Or some spoiled rich kid. I don't need it. Alright. Well, anyway, thanks for everyone that joined the mall walking. That's all we got today. See, I'm in Tacoma there. That's all I got here from the South Hill Mall in Tacoma. Puyallup or whatever this area is called. Puyallup Doodle, I don't know. Alright guys, you are enlightened.